Hello, Gemini. I am Ulrich, a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the Lenormand card reading for the month of August 2021 for the sign of Gemini. On the table here, you see 9 cards. This will be the cards we will be using for this reading. You can also see 4 objects here on the table, meaning we will do 4 card readings for each astrological sign, and this video here is for Gemini. So you can find all 4 videos for the sign of Gemini on my channel for the month of August 2021. Now, from these 4 objects, you choose one or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it will relate best to your current situation or the card laying. Of course, you can watch all 4 videos related to the Gemini sign, and after you watched all 4, you can then decide which symbol fits best your personality or your situation. The matches here represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. So Gemini, here we go for your card reading for August 2021. Hello Gemini, and welcome to the air group or the aerosol group for your card reading for August 2021. So in the first corner here, in the left corner, we see the coffin. The coffin represents a transformation, a psychological transformation. So there's a lot of changes going on here. The changes are mostly psychological, but we go right into that later on. The last card here is the cross. The cross is a more heavy card. Both are a little bit, cards are a little bit heavy. It means like it's destined to be, it's heavy to bear the cross, but we will see in the laying where this all leads us to. The moon in the middle softens the whole thing up. So it makes the whole thing a little bit more easy to carry because the moon has a way to soften things up. So in the corner here, as we said, we see the coffin here, and next to the coffin we see the stork. The stork is the bird of changes, meaning he's a migrating bird. He's going from Europe to Africa for overwintering because he likes to overwinter in warm areas. So what does it mean? Actually, these 2 cards are both transformations. This is a transformation that is going on physically, can be, and this could be a mental transformation. So what does this mean? In a literal way, it means that we have a heavy period after us, and we are literally released from it. We have a literally releasing from some heavy period that was going on in our life. It's possible in the past that we have dealt with a grief, and now we are in a transforming period to become more stable. So it's possible that before we didn't feel so stable. Maybe we lost somebody, maybe we lost something that would make us a little bit unstable. Also, we accept here that we are changed. We accept that we are changed. Sometimes, in some cases, also, it means that the whole process has taken a very long time for coming this way. So probably it was something that that is a long time going on, but now you will be becoming more stable. There's a focus on transformation and stability here. That's what we see here, and the result will be a long-term positive fixed effect. This result, I'm going to mention, this could be related to abroad. That is possible here. This could be possible. There's stable beginnings. There's a little restructure here going on. This is the last move. This transformation is slow because these are all slow cards. All of them are slow. So I'm supposing this will not be finished, this transformation, by the end of the month, because these are all slow cards. So something is going on, but actually the process of mourning, I think this is behind us. So this process is ended. If you have moved around a lot in your house, I want to mention in your life, it's possible now that you move to a next stage and you actually will move to a permanent place, maybe in abroad. And this would be destined to be. This is what it means also. So if you had a lot of moving in your life, probably you will settle down now to a place, and it's probably a relocation to another country or another state or another area, but you will stay there. This is actually the end of the journey, because if we have moved a lot in our life, this is the end of our journey. Also, it might be possible, because this is really foothold here, what we see here. We find more foothold. Our daily lives, the routines will be changing here. There will be changes of routines. If we relocate, of course, this will also hold in a change of job. Excuse me, this could also mean a change of job. And if you search for the job, you will find the job, the stability. Yeah, this is also a professional change, what we see here. Then we have the second line here. We have the ring, the moon, and the mountain. In the first impression, this tells us this could be the marriage, a contract, an agreement, because this could be business and it could be a relationship. If this is a relationship, this is maybe this relationship is a little bit cold, I would say, but there is good intention in this relationship. Maybe the relationship is cold because one of the partners, maybe that's why the relocation, maybe one of the partners is in abroad, because it's possible now the communication that you have right now is by the internet or by different means. So the communication, if you have a partner, cannot be personal. So maybe you use the internet or some different form of communication in this relationship. This is serenity. Also, there's an intuition in this in this relationship here. Commitment, maybe even there's a soul connection here. It also will be reliable because the mountain is reliable, slow but reliable. It's an important connection and relationship for us. Maybe in a way it makes us a little bit scared because maybe before we did not have such a commitment or such a relationship before, so it can make us a little bit scared, but I assume this is not necessary. There's emotional coherence here. Both know from each other how the other will react. Emotional ties also very strong. The work can be related to abroad or to the internet. This in some cases because the moon is a creative card. So it's possible if you're an artist that you literally work with stones, that you are a creator, you create something that is heavy because the cross is heavy also. So these are all heavy cards. So if you're in art, I would say the art that you make is literally heavy objects, sometimes literally heavy objects. It's possible here. It's possible also that you're emotionally, because you cannot go abroad and the communication is always by the internet, and you really want to go because you want to migrate there. It's possible that you are frustrated. You feel a little bit lonely. It's already a long time going on. It puts pressure on you. It puts you on limits and gives you difficult emotions and challenges. So you are a little bit tired of this whole thing. You wanted to move on, but the only answer I can give you here at the end is patient, and it's destined to be. Maybe I'm going to give you another angle. It's possible if you leave now and your departure would be now immediately, you encounter some things that actually make the situation more complicated. So it's maybe the best now that you stay. in this current situation, or that you are fixed in this current situation, because if it's the time to travel, it will be the right time, because sometimes the cross is a burden, but the other side of the cross is it's also a protection. So it's a little bit double. So that's why I'm mentioning here this points to patience. And the stork itself is a migrating bird. It takes a while before the bird reach its destination. Migrating birds, sometimes they do 3 months or longer for reaching their destination. They don't do that in one piece, not an airplane. So these birds need time for resting and recovering and then take on their journey again. So you will overcome your fears here. Because the mountain, we cannot eliminate the mountain. The only thing we can do is go around the mountain. But sometimes here, these cards are also, if we go around the mountain, the result can be the same as we wait. So it's a little bit double here. So it's up to you here what you decide. But if you decide to go around the object of that keeps you, it's possible that you finally arrive at the time you would normally arrive. That is possible because these are all slow cards. Then we have the third vertical line here. We have the book, the bear, and the cross. The book is the book of secrets. This points literally to a teacher, somebody who's teaching us. In some cases, this could mean, it could point to religion. So it's possible this points to a religious teacher. The religion is open. It could be Muslim, it could be Catholic, it could be Buddhist. So this points to an educator of some form of religion. Literally a teacher. This person has knowledge because the book is here. He has teaching skills. In some cases also, maybe this points to financial secrets that carry on your, that maybe you carry also, if you are in a church community, maybe you're responsible for accountancy or something, and this you carry the cross of the responsibility of the financial side. This could also be the case here. Also, you keep some secrets in your job, but that is if you have a religious job, that comes with we keep some things for ourselves, especially if confession and so on, or sometimes people come with our problems. So there's a secrecy here going on. We keep to ourselves. We protect secrets of others. We keep things to ourselves. Also, we might want more knowledge. It's possible that we keep on studying till a very advanced age. This is possible here also. Sometimes maybe we bend a little bit under our responsibilities. Some moments maybe we see this whole leadership as a burden because we are the leader. We feel a little bit trapped in this position of leadership, but still we have high dignities here. In another case, this can point to a person that is a little bit overweight here. This is possible also if things don't work out so well for you. So some moments, and now you can feel also a little bit angry because maybe you want to move more, but you cannot, and sometimes it makes you a little bit angry. In a way also, this could mean a person that has fairly strict views. Maybe he's very focused on the religion, and the religion is the only way he can look. So he cannot he cannot think out of the box because he's limited by his religion. Sometimes this points to a person with a certain point of view that has limitations. As I mentioned before, this could mean to religion or a teacher. Then we have the vertical lines here. We have the coffin, the ring, and the book. This means there is a transformation in the relationship going on. So if two people are in a relationship, their relationship is transforming. There are some secrets in the relationship. These secrets could mean that they hold these secrets as a couple, they keep it for themselves, but something is transforming here. If this card is involved, it means that the transforming is irreversible. It will not go back to the previous situation it was. It will lead to more stability, as we saw here. In some cases also, sometimes priests or pastors are allowed to marry. It's possible in some cases also this means that there is some issues in the relationship. Maybe the issues relate to the religion itself. Maybe the couple don't see things eye to eye. Maybe one person is more closed-minded and the other is more open-minded, so they have a different perspective. This could be the problem in the relationship here, if there are some problems here. This points also to contracts with there's a contract here that we have. Maybe also some heartache. We don't feel so connected to each other anymore. The connection is more loose. There's this, also it points to some grief in the relationship, some sadness. Maybe we make a promise here to let somebody go. This is possible also. We make a promise to let somebody go. But it's expected. If this is the case, this will be put in writing. So if you agreed to let go, it will be put in writing. So because this is the writing, the official document. Also possible, there's a transformation going on here between a couple, and this union is secret. It's not known for the public. It's not known for the couple. There are no triangles here. This is just a secret relationship. There's no triangles here. This person is also, if you're still studying, you're very committed to your study. If you do a study, and this study field would point in the first place to psychology, transformance, psychology study, studies that have to do with the transformance, with deep transformance in our lives, social studies, very far-fetched. This could also be a study for undertaker. This is possible also. We learn to know about cause and effect. So I'm assuming in the past something happened and we have seen now the results of cause and effect. We learn the facts about our relationship. We know we see the real truth about our commitment. We see now how our commitment is, where it's really standing. This also points to that the partners probably have some form of academic education. There's a certain fraternity here. Peerage. The partners are in some way on the same level. Also for their profession, they depend on their education. Maybe they shared the same education before. Here, this is also possible. Then we come in the second vertical line, but this will it might all seem very heavy what I said there, but the moon will soften this up. So you need to make this whole situation a little bit relative. So here we see the changes. The moon is the mind, the work. It's the people in general, the group of people who are like-minded of us. So there's some changes here going on in our mind. There's an emotional transformation going on. This is also, if you are in a creative profession, whatever it is, we can be creative in all fields, in religion, in sculpture, in artistry. If we have a creative profession, there will be transformation. I'm assuming we are going to become to the next level, because this is the teacher. So I'm assuming maybe if you are a teacher, you're going to the next level. You're going to the next level. Your position will be perceived in another point of view. There's a change in the profession. Maybe you apply, you share your knowledge literally with the people. This is possible also. Also, there's some longing here, longing for change. Maybe there's a longing for becoming a teacher, a mentor. There are deep emotions here. This is a very significant transformation. I think we not yet realize the impact that it's going to have on us. So there's a transformation going on, but we don't know yet where this transformation gonna bring us. And I don't mean this in a negative way. I mean, there's a transformation going on here, and we don't see yet what is our end station, because this is still going on. Then we have the moon and the bear in itself. It could be also sometimes that we are quite dominant in our profession. We are managing the people. If we are, as we said earlier, overweight, maybe we consider to go to the gym, because the bear can be the gym also. So it's possible here that we are going to gym. But anyway, the community where we are involved in, we will honor them, we will respect them. We will respect the people, and they respect us also. They respect our authority, even though we are a little bit conservative sometimes. But there's a form of respect here. Strong needs. We have a very big influence on the community, and the community has a strong influence on us. We feel our community, our group very strong. We are intuitive with them, what is happening. Then we go here to the third line. We have, if this is for business also, this could also represent money. We are involved with people with their money. This is possible also. It's like we are transforming the people's money, but we bring them transformance, but we bring them also responsibility. So if you have a business, and if the business would be related to money or assets, you will put those things in a contract. I want to mention this also. So this is the transformation that you're bringing to the people. You will put it in a contract. This contract would be written. You would manage them so they keep to their responsibilities. And these are the people then in itself. So, and this whole thing leads to more stability for you. And the stability that you have can come with quite some responsibilities. That is what we see here. I wanted to add that one also. That is if we are involved or we are responsible for some goods, for money, for some certain things that have to do with management about certain goods. So this is also the case here. We manage the people. Then here we have the anchor and the mountain. We will do our very best here, even if things are holding us back, to achieve our goal, to achieve our obstacles. We will do our best, our very best here, to get more roots, to get our feet more on the ground, to get more foothold. Sometimes the situation will be slow and we have the feeling that we are trapped, we are not moving. But sometimes with the coffin, we don't see the movement. Physically, maybe nothing is happening, but mentally a lot is playing. So it's not because you don't see it, it's not happening. So that is also what is playing here. It might be looking like a status quo, but I think it's not. We have a lot of responsibilities. We already saw that here. In some cases, maybe we are confronted in our community with, or the people around us with severe problems, or people have severe problems. They share these problems with us. And sometimes it can make us doubt our fate, whatever our fate is. Sometimes also we need time on our own for digesting these problems. We are in a high position, we have a lot of responsibility, so we will separate ourselves from the people a little bit. Maybe there's a time here for meditation, because the mountain is loneliness, alone, being alone, the need to being alone with our fate. This is what we see here also. Sometimes some situations in our life can exhaust us really, but we persist in our duty, because the mountain we want to go over the mountain. We persist in the challenges that is put in front of us, even though it's difficult. But gradually the cross is protecting us, and gradually the difficulty, the mountain, will be dissolved. Slowly it will dissolve. Even mountains erode, are sensitive for the elements of time. As you know, it goes slow, but they are. So all things evolve here. So there's a positive change here on the long run. But we need to be patient sometimes for getting where we are. I think this is not for 1 month only, but you have an idea here what is going on for you. Then we go on the cross. We go from the coffin, the moon, and the cross. As we said here, we are confronted with the people. We bring transformation to the people. We bring transformation in the people, their fate, or in their path, because this can also mean the path of life. So we'll bring transformations there. Maybe our profession sometimes, if it's related to money, some people call money the dirt of the earth, or like that. And here it's like we are stuck between the devil and the blue sea. So this is like a choice we make, but eventually we will make the choice for doing so. This is like we are stuck in our fate, or stuck in our profession, and we doubt, is this really what we want to do? But we proceed anyway. And I don't mean this in a negative way. There are ups and downs here, because the moon is waxing, it's turning around, is the circle of the moon. Natural circle of things, natural circle of emotions, of hormones also here. In some cases for women, this can also, this can be like a transferring period in our life. If you're a younger age, it's like, can be the start of puberty. If you're a more mature person, this could mean being the start of the menopause. This is what it means also, because the cross is an older card. So this could be possible also. So there's like a change of hormones here that we are having. Cross behind the moon, something is disappearing. We already saw that. If we lost a loved one before, because this can be the book of marriage here, and a person in the past passed away, this means that we are in transforming, and we are going to a more stable period. But this stable period will come with obligations and duties. So if we choose for that, probably the duty is connected to the people. It's another angle, but the duty is always connected to the people. It will come with more responsibilities, but we will progress. This could mean in the past we lost a partner, we lost our marriage book here, and this has a transforming effect on us. We needed to, because the partner is gone, we became more responsible of our own management, because this is the manager. I already told you it's related to fate, or it can be related to the financial side. That is what we see here also with this card laying. It's like we heal ourselves through the time here. So we are becoming aware from our transformation. Also, we accept the changes, because if we are confronted before with a loss, it takes some time to settle ourselves, to accept that. Sometimes also it could mean that because we are occupied with many changes in our life, we sometimes have trouble sleeping, or maybe sometimes we have like vivid dreams that makes us a little bit restless. That's possible also. The dreams that we have could point to our responsibilities, but we are already aware of them. But still we dream about it. Also, it could mean because we lost somebody in the past and we accept that we are in a period of transformation, and maybe we want somebody close to us again in the future when this whole thing is worked out. We rest. If we create something, if we are an artist, it's possible, because this is dark also. It's possible that we are very creative in the evening. We are very creative, or even in the nighttime. It's possible. It's possible also that we pray in the evening here. That is possible also. If we have not an official job, this could also mean undeclared work. So it's possible that a share of our income is undeclared. This is what it means also. If we study up for our profession, or we need to educate ourselves more, this could also point, we saw that already earlier, to psychology. That there is, because if we work with people, we need to get information about them. We need to know what we are doing, no matter the sector what we are in. If we work with money, we need to know about people. If we work for religion, we need to know are the people that we work with. We need to know. For other people who are more in alternative professions, this could also mean the study of magic also, because the moon is magic. It could mean that if you study, you go to school at evening, learning at evening. It's heavy, but you study in the evening. You feel that this profession instinctively, it belongs to you. It's what you need to do. You know that it fits to you. You feel that. Sometimes you will need to take days off, because maybe the combination of your job and your study is heavy on you. So sometimes you will need to take off. You will need to sleep. You need to rest from the study. It also makes you smart to evaluate the people, whatever your profession is. You can make a psychological evaluation of the people and decide, make cross over them or accept them. So you are very good for the emotional intelligence is very high. If you had a lot of problems in your life, it brings you a purpose. That's what I mean here. That's what I told you before here. This has a purpose. You think nothing is moving, but actually a lot is going on. Conflict between the intelligence here. In-depth studies, these are studies in depth. Yeah. So Gemini, I think for the month of August, we had it here with this laying. I hope you enjoyed my card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for doing so. And see you maybe next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.